My name is Tristan Bredehoft.
I'm Jackson Bredehoft.
And we are Cafe Rica. We are a coffee company based here in Battle Creek, established in 2016.
In 2016, Tristan had a internship in San Francisco with a startup, and our dad had recently bought an online business where he sold things online, and we were talking about coffee one day, just randomly out of the blue, and his favorite coffee is Cafe Naranjo. And our little old mom, she's 4'11", had to bring home suitcases of it every time she came home from Costa Rica because you could not buy it in the United States. And we toyed around with the idea, kind of a joke at first, about importing that and then selling it online because we were sure there's other people that wanted that coffee in the US.
Yeah. So we started out trying to sell it online, and then we went to a show, tried to sell it, bags of coffee to a crowd of people that didn't know us, and found out that people didn't know the brand we were trying to sell. And so we decided to start bottling cold brew.
Just touching a little bit more on our cold brew. This is one of the pillars that we built our business on is our cold brew coffee and how confident we are in that coffee. I'll put this coffee up against any cold brew on the market. We went to Coffee Fest and entered into the cold brew competition there, and we didn't win, but all of the other people that brought cold brews there specifically formulated recipes for that competition, and we brought our everyday drinker. And while we didn't win, we got a lot of compliments on it. We had a lot of people that are coffee experts, people that have been in the coffee industry for years, telling us how smooth, how clean, how delicious our coffee was. One of the biggest compliments we got is how clean our cold brew was. Lots of people single filter their cold brew, and there's particles, and it's a little cloudy sometimes, and ours is clear, crisp, and delicious.
We also take a lot of pride in building stronger relationships. That's our company motto: strong coffee, stronger relationships. And what that means for us is, from your experience, from the minute you walk in to the minute you leave, we are bringing the quality. We are only picking the best quality of food, produce to put into our recipes. We are constantly striving to be better. We want to make sure that your experience is the best possible experience it can be. And if that even means that we remember your name, that's exactly what we're going to do. We want to know who you are and build that relationship with you through a cup of coffee, through some wonderful food.
So as many as you guys know, we opened up on February 29th of this year, and we envisioned our year going a little bit differently than it has. We opened up, big fanfare, we had a great following, and then 3 weeks later, mandates came down about COVID-19 and how we could entertain guests in our building. We had about a month shut down personally, and then we opened back up for carry-out only. And I'll be honest, that actually helped us a little bit because we didn't really have a focus on where we wanted to take our food. Our drinks, our beverage, we knew what we were going to do. We'd been doing that for 2 years. Food was a whole new ballgame for us, and honestly, that 1 month off plus the next couple months where we were carry out only, it allowed us to experiment and really narrow our focus. We were kind of shooting from the hip, just grasping at this, grasping at that. We're going to do these kind of wraps, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it wasn't really on brand with us. It wasn't what we really wanted to do. We were just kind of in survival mode. And actually shutting down, slowing down gave us the time to focus on who we were and the food experience we wanted to show you all. And that actually really ended up being a blessing in disguise. One of the things we always like to talk about, be it in our podcast or just like personal life, is we got this from an Ask Gary Vee with Tim Ferriss, and it's all about what is the biggest failure or setback that you had that actually propelled you to greater success. And usually what we say is that one trade show where we sold nothing that really let us put the blueprint to our business down. But I might even have to say this COVID-19 shutdown, because it gave us time to focus on our food, and really dive into what we wanted to do, what our culinary vision is, so to speak, about where we wanted to take our business. And I really think we're headed in the right direction. I really think people love our food. We really refined it and got it down to what we want.
Not only did this pandemic help us with our food and our beverage, but it really helped us learn to be better bosses, better co-workers, better business owners. We are now responsible for people other than ourselves when it comes to running this business. We have right now 5 employees on staff plus us 2, so that's 7 different people that all rely on this business. So not only did we get to narrow down our vision, narrow down our execution, but we really got to narrow down how we wanted to treat our employees, how did we want to get them through these tough times with us, because realistically, without them, this doesn't happen.
You kind of take a step back out of the day-to-day and you really think about how we are really propped up by all of you guys, because if it weren't for everybody that comes in every single day, we wouldn't be here. We would still be in Grand Rapids or still working another job. We wouldn't be in this community doing things that we love and helping people that we love, building this community downtown that I've really come to love. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I would want to stay in Battle Creek and help build a community, I probably would have laughed at you and just said whatever. But now I'm committed to being here, and that's all because of you, because you guys have showed us what this town can be and what we are going to make it be.
Stronger coffee, stronger relationships.